Hi, I hope everyone's doing all right today, and thank you for allowing me this time to talk about the potential move of DG Investment Group, LLC. So, who am I? My name is Daniel Gavilli. I've got my master's in finance from Yale. I'm an expert in mergers and acquisitions, but I specialize in risk analysis, which is why I'm here today. I'm also a two-time Boca Bowling finalist. I've yet to win, but I will get there. And the reason I'm sitting here is because I was asked by the board to compare some potential destinations of the move of DG Investment Group. It's really important to understand that housing wealth makes up $25 trillion, which is roughly half of the total net wealth. So there's a lot of money in this game, and we have to take advantage of it. We're looking at the beautiful city of San Francisco and Boca Raton, our beloved home of Boca Raton. There's a couple things that are more prominent in this move that we have to kind of decide. These are factors that we weigh out and kind of risk or like benefits versus cons, pros and cons. We've got taxes, expenses, and demographics. So we need to know how the government is involved in our money. In California, the property tax is assessed on, or based on the assessed value of the property, and the average sits around 0.71%. And in Florida, the property tax is a standard of 0.97, which is a bit higher, but in general, Californian homes are higher in price, so it almost averages out. Then both of these states have a sales tax. California is sitting a little bit higher at 8%, and Florida at 6%. When we're looking at such big numbers, like hundreds of thousands in transactions or even millions, it's important to understand that even 1% is thousands of dollars in or out of your pocket. Each state does not have an income tax. Florida, there is none. In California, it ranges from 1 to 13%. So how it works is the more money you make, the higher you are taxed on a percentage scale. Demographics, there's more to understand than population. There's the crowd you're trying to reach. So when we're looking at real estate investors, 40 is the average age plus, and that represents 70% of real estate investors. So we're looking to reach an older crowd. In Boca Raton, we have a median age of 47.5, which is a bit of an older crowd of who we're trying to target, and the median age for San Fran is 38.7, which makes sense for a small, more compact, higher paced, techie city. The population over there is 800,000, and in Boca, it's just over under 100,000. And then we like to look at the crime because you don't want to live, let alone invest where there's high crime. So in San Fran, we've got a 40% crime rate on a scale of 100 to Boca's 13%. So a bit safer over there for us and our clients. And expenses, both on the living and commercial side of expenses for our investments and our office. The office space per square foot in San Fran was 1,000 versus Boca Raton's 272,000 per square foot. It scales a little bit different because there's a lot more town space. Over there it's concentrated, more offices going around, but the demand is much higher in a city. Some things in our daily life that we use is gas and electric. Over here, you can tell the gases in San Fran are much higher, almost double, 35 cents per kilowatt hour of electricity and 5 gallons and 62 cents per gallon of gas versus Boca's $3.25 and 16 cents, which is almost half of that. So employees usually make a standard salary, which is commission based, but it shouldn't really vary too much by state. And we've got risks that comes with solutions. So obviously we have to be aware of, in case the population dynamic shifts, we have to kind of predict the patterns, use technology, see what we can to kind of avoid those problems. And traffic in the big city is a concern. Kind of combat that with living close to your office, use public transportation like scooters, bikes, however you can get around efficiently and avoid the traffic. And then modification of regulations and taxes, so that you really just have to be up to date and aware of the policies and what's going on in your state to really take advantage of those policies and be aware for your business. So my expert advice would be to stay in Boca Raton. It's the best option for us to grow, maximize profits, and take over the world. So that's the plan. Any questions?